It wouldn't be a Data Productions documentary without touching on the esoteric aspects of video games along with an example. Video game classic Final Fantasy VII draws from the Lyrian Kabbalah, a medieval variant of Jewish mysticism with similarities to Gnosticism. Gnosticism originated as a Roman-era fusion of Christianity and ancient Greek philosophy, and its adherents were said to have knowledge of the true nature of the world. Final Fantasy VII is an esoteric game, and Final Fantasy VII has esotericism both equal 331 in English ordinal, while Final Fantasy VII has esotericism equals 133 in reduction. Final Fantasy VII spelled out and esoteric Kabbalah equals 137 in reduction, which is the 33rd prime. For numerology esoterica in Final Fantasy VII, the monster Skiski, which has a somewhat hellish appearance, grants 222 experience points upon defeat and always appears in groups of 3 for a total of 666 experience points. Groups equals 33 in reduction. In the New Testament, 666 was described as the number of a man, associated with the beast, and in popular culture is known as a symbol for the Antichrist or the devil. The Skiski equals 333 in Latin gematria. Video games have come a long way. A game played by electronically manipulating images produced by a computer program on a television screen or other display screen. Before I was born, and even in my youth, video games was an escape from reality, giving individuals control over a world in a way they would never be able to on Earth. Gaming equals 33 in English reduction. But we are now in the new age of gaming. Consoles took over cabinets, and the gaming industry at large is a $100 billion operation. Competitive prize gaming is considered sport and a well-paying career for the best of the best. Esports considered a real sport. Esports a real sporting event, and video gaming is lucrative sport, all equal 333 in English ordinal. The term esports is characterized by regional or international video gaming events in which professional and amateur players compete against each other. According to Statista, in 2022, the global esports market was valued at just over $1.38 billion US dollars. Additionally, the esports industry's global market revenue was forecasted to grow to as much as $1.87 billion US dollars in 2025. Asia and North America currently represent the largest esports market in terms of revenue, with China alone accounting for almost 1/5 of the market. The largest share of esports market revenue came from sponsorships and advertising in 2021. Altogether, the global esports market revenue from sponsorships and advertising totaled $641 million US dollars in 2021. The next highest source of revenue, in contrast, was media rights at just over $192 million. As of 2022, the worldwide esports audience size reached 532 million people. In the years to come, more and more viewers are expected to tune in to watch their favorite games being played by some of the best players in the world. In 2025, there are expected to be over 640 million viewers of esports worldwide. Prize money in esports is typically funded by various sources, including sponsorships, advertising, and revenue from ticket sales and merchandise. It is often split among the top performers in a competition, with the winners receiving the largest share of the prize money. Some of the biggest prize pools have been offered at major tournaments such as the International for Dota 2, League of Legends World Championship, and Fortnite World Cup. In 2021, the International Dota 2 tournament offered a total prize pool of over $40 million, making it the largest prize pool in esports history, although that will be broken this year. Esports prize pools are significant not just because of the amount of money involved, but also because they have a significant impact on the development of the esports industry. Large prize pools can attract more investment, more sponsorships, and more attention from the media, which can help grow the industry and make it more mainstream. In early March, Saudi Arabian esports organizer Gamers8 announced its 2023 event, the Land of Heroes. What was of historical significance was that it would carry the largest prize pool ever for any esports tournament, at $45 million. Gamers8 will split this milestone prize money record between a list of games that have not yet been revealed. Last year, it had 6 titles: PUBG, Mobile, Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite, Dota 2, and Rocket League. To grasp the growth of gaming over the past 50 years, starting with the current times and where the industry is presently, gives us great insights on how far it has come. The game to change the esports and gaming content landscape forever was Fortnite when it was released in 2017. A Battle Royale game developed by Epic Games where it's free to play, which up to 100 players fight to be the last person standing. And that's only the very basic version of this gaming ecosystem. What makes Fortnite so special was its ability to make millionaires and 100,000aires in under 5 years' time. Fortnite is worth $10 billion. Its developer, Epic Games, worth about $32 billion. Then add in the fact gamers are able to stream their matches via Twitch, which is worth about $3 billion, and on YouTube, which is also a multi-billion-dollar operation within the game streaming niche. This game gives gamers an ample platform to showcase themselves and carve out their own piece of this pie. A professional gamer can be lucrative, and Fortnite changed gaming industry both equal 330 in English ordinal. While Fortnite was gamers' money tree equals 333 in English ordinal. To understand the history of video games, look towards the list of the top 10 best-selling gaming consoles of all time. 9 of the 10 spots harbor Japanese companies: Nintendo and Sony. Japan is the godfather of gaming, and Nintendo and Sony, the gaming giants, both equal 133 in reduction and 137 in reverse reduction. Nintendo and Sony control gaming equals 137 in reduction, which is the 33rd prime. 50% of the top 10 best-selling game consoles of all time come from Nintendo. Nintendo is the oldest and most accomplished video game company of all time. Nintendo was founded in 1889 as Nintendo Koppai by craftsman Fusajiro Yamauchi and originally produced handmade Hanafuda playing cards. After venturing into various lines of business during the 1960s and acquiring a legal status as a public company, Nintendo distributed its first console, the color TV game, in 1977. It gained international recognition with the release of Donkey Kong in 1981 and the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, and Super Mario Bros. In 1985. Nintendo, world's oldest gaming co, equals 330 in English ordinal. Since then, Nintendo has produced some of the most successful consoles in the video game industry, such as the Game Boy, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the Nintendo DS, the Wii, and the Switch. It has created numerous major franchises, including Mario, Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Fire Emblem, Kirby, Star Fox, Pokemon, Super Smash Bros., Animal Crossing, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Splatoon, and Nintendo's mascot, Mario, is internationally recognized. The company has sold more than 5.5 billion video games and over 836 million hardware units globally as of March 2023. Sony Group Corporation is in second, holding 40% of the 10 best gaming consoles ever. But Sony has the best-selling gaming console of all time, which is the PlayStation 2, selling 155 million copies over a 13-year span. Until the PlayStation 1 in 1994, Sony had little direct involvement in the video game industry. The company supplied components for other consoles, such as the sound chip for the Super Famicom from Nintendo and operated a video game studio, Sony ImageSoft. Now the company is more than just cameras and consoles. The Sony Group comprises entities such as Sony Corporation, Sony Semiconductor Solutions, Sony Entertainment, including Sony Pictures and Sony Music Group, Sony Interactive Entertainment, Sony Financial Group, and others. When it comes to gaming consoles, it is a battle between titans, a heavyweight bout that compares to other big business rivals throughout the world and in history. Nintendo versus Sony is Coca-Cola Co. versus Pepsi equals 137 in Chaldean and 1,333 in primes. Both companies have influenced the gaming industry in a variety of ways, but each separately come from different backgrounds and provide specific symbolic representations of industrialized Japan. Nintendo, now 134 years old as of 2023, grew from a small family playing card business into an international video game powerhouse, using artistry of the highest order, maintaining cult-like consumers around the world. On the other hand, Sony was incorporated in 1946, built by businessmen trying to take advantage of the growing telecommunication and electronics industry. And after they already controlled many of the markets in the electronics sector, they used their big budgets to design video games as a growth opportunity. Two totally different schools of operation and narrative. Both Nintendo vs. Sony is creative vs. corporation, and Nintendo vs. Sony, game creation vs. corporation equal 505 in English Ordinal and 3030 in English Sumerian. Nintendo symbolizes creative gaming, and Sony symbolizes corporate innovation equals 333 in reduction. Join my Patreon today for only $5 to receive a monthly esoteric documentary on your favorite sports athletes and events. Real, raw, uncut, and uncensored without the limitations of YouTube. Join today to see the other side of the sports world.